So they got this Kevin. All right, we are live. Finally, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Henshin Gate. I'm Jared
Ron here.
with funny hair.
Yes.
Finally, after what's it been 2 weeks since we talked about it?
Mm-hmm.
We're do a review on Power Rangers Hyper Force episodes 10 and 11, and I have my notes here on my handy dandy Hyper Force notepad.
Good thing, because there's a lot to go over with, and a lot has happened.
Oh my god, I've been waiting for this. How long have I been waiting? I've been waiting for this since last week. I've been wanting to talk about this since then.
I know, you've been talking about it.
Did you watch it?
I've been busy.
Did you know what happened?
You're using my recap guy anyways.
Oh god. I like how you're part of the channel and yet I'm your guy.
Hey, I've been busy, man. I got life.
You got life.
See.
Well, obviously, there's going to be a big spoiler because of the episode of Power Ranger I have on my Netflix background here.
Nah, not to worry, man. I can't wait to hear what has happened.
So, we're down 2 people, but they'll show up eventually. That's their MO.
Yeah, they'll just join or...
All right, so we last left off from episode 9 with the Rangers in the year 2005 and Dino Thunder era.
Man.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of Power Ranger stuff. So all the names are starting to
combine.
molding together now. I'm a little worried still about this year. I'm worried about next year's Power Rangers still. I bet.
That's another time.
We're gonna actually discuss the bet during the second break of the recap.
Okay.
So yeah, we're still in 2005. So the Rangers said their goodbyes to Tommy and Anton. They teleported over to the other side of town to this abandoned motocross park, which made me think of either Ninja Storm, because they always did motocross, or that little rundown amusement park from the TV series Masked Rider.
I don't think they'll do that, but I did think of Ninja Storm when you did say that.
Yeah. So they see the Scorpion ship, and then they also see Scorpina, and she starts, she takes out her sword and she throws it at Marv. It hit him because he couldn't defend himself.
Oh no.
Poor Marv. So Jack comes up, Eddie hides behind him, he's like, all right, Scorpion, it's time to end this. And then, Eddie's just like, yeah, remember that time, you getting all flirty with me? So from her point of view, and a nice little Star Wars reference. From her, so they think, oh, you're evil, we need to stop you. And she goes, well, from my point of view, the Rangers are evil. Nice little Star Wars. So like, oh, Anakin, the Sith are evil. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I've been watching a lot of Star Wars theories and whatnot lately, okay?
Don't go crazy.
Oh, there are a lot of interesting theories. So, there's that. Nice little plug for the channel, Star Wars Theory and Star Wars Explained. Probably leave a link after this in the description because they're really good. So she throws the sword at Jack and he is hit. So it's like, so far it's only been the male characters that have almost died in this series.
They do say women live longer than men, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I think those dices I think the D6 dice that they've been using are cursed.
They're special made, man. They have imbued powers. They control the fate.
So Jack throws his hammer, but then Scorpina catches it, a la Thor Ragnarok, like how Hela.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm like, oh snap! Luckily, she didn't crush the hammer.
Nope, we need that.
So Eddie sprinted towards Scorpina and grabbed the hammer. He did some sort of weird ass move to get the hammer back. So, but he also used it first and hit her, and he got the hammer back. And then either he or Jack said it's hammer time. No, yeah, Eddie said that.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Then Chloe comes and she kicks Scorpina, and then Vesper strikes. Scorpina is then rendered unconscious. The then she tries to use her plasma restrainer, but it fails. So Jack tries it and it works because he has experience as a Time Force officer. And Chloe slaps Scorpina to wake her up because they bring her back to the time ship. Chloe stopped her, it didn't work. Then Eddie nudges her and she wakes up. He removes his helmet to be like, "Oh, remember me? Remember that time in the library? You know, episode is actually getting to where we need to be. Actually, getting there soon." There's a lot of references today. So Vesper, she takes off her helmet and then she has this little has pouty face and asks about answers about the alliance because they're trying to interrogate her, and Vesper's like, "Oh, we should do it as she thinks she can do it kindly." That didn't work. Alpha then teleports to. Oh no, they were outside. Then Alpha teleports into the time ship, which I don't think was a bad idea. And then Chloe makes a banana burrito. Banana soon. Oh, you'll know. You already know by what we're watching.
Well, she's doing what I would do. I would abuse that burrito power, man.
So they try to interrogate her, and then Eddie asks Alpha to pull up some info on the Z-Wave because we noted that last time that the Alliance, they want Zordon. What they want with Zordon, they don't know. So it has something to do with the Z-Wave, though. Apparently, the Alliance wants to stop it. They want to go all the way back to when did In Space end? 1998? 97, 98?
Time is not my good memory for me.
Either way, so Chloe feeds Scorpina the banana burrito, and then Scorpina broke free. I wonder why she liked the banana burrito. So then electricity comes out of her hand, like white electricity just comes out of her hands. I can't really detail it as much, but Malika, the game master, she explained it a lot better.
Go watch yourself, guys.
Go watch it.
I'll probably watch like today, because I'm pretty sure by now it's on YouTube, so I can at least catch up that way.
You could catch up. That's another thing, but we'll explain that during the break portion of this of episode 10. We'll explain that.
Okay.
So they're stuck in the because of the lightning coming out of Scorpina's hands, the ship short circuits and now they're stuck in the time stream. And Scorpina is somewhere in the ship. So Vesper, Chloe, and Jack go in one group heading to the kitchen. Marv and Eddie hit some other rooms around the ship. So Jack did some research on Chloe while they were having their adventure with Santa while they were missing. And so Chloe might be an alien.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I referenced that this episode just sounds like a whole Scooby-Doo episode, and because afterwards Jack spots this robo dog under his
robo
bed,
dog,
which passed, and it shouldn't be there because the dog is obsolete. It is obsolete. It must be deleted.
No, don't be mean to obsolete doggy.
It's a wrestling reference too. Whatever. So it might be an illusion. It's like it's real. The dog's name is Forge, which made me think of Star Trek: The Next Generation, I believe. The dog disappears. So I'm thinking some genjutsu. But who knows? Then Marv sees his brother Joe while he's with Eddie. And emotions start getting you, man. It's like, oh, crap. And
no, because now Marv's at the table, man.
Oh, man. Peter Sudarso killed it this episode. Oh, my God. I got choked up. I was trying to take notes. I'm like, oh, my God.
Damn, props to him, man.
Give him his
it's props. Not on the show.
Props, Peter.
Live.
So then Eddie reaches out to touch Joe. It's really Joe. And Marv, I know that Marv's been looking for Joe for 4 years, but I think we've already known that. And Joe, he's talking weird. He's talking like, in the same voice as Joe. He's, is talking weirdly. Then Marv is just too emotional to think rationally that might not be Joe. It might be a trap. But,
That's true.
emotions are swelling up, man. So Joe, Marv, he tells Joe that he took his Time Force badge and made a copy of it so he can join Time Force, so that he can find Joe. That's why Marv joined him.
Oh, now we're getting some deeper, juicy details. See,
Oh,
this is missing from the show, man. These kind of little details we don't know about.
We're missing these things from the main Ranger series, but yeah. So
Yeah,
Marv faked his
yeah.
way into Time Force. He was already part of Time Force, but he was. We'll get to that more on within the episode, but he faked his way into Time Force. That's all I'm gonna leave it at for now. Eddie, he met up with the others. Marv hugs Joe, but then Joe hits him and then disappears. He hits Marv and disappears.
Oh, damn.
Together. Then so Eddie and Alpha, they scan the ship for any toxins because last episode there was toxins in the air. People going all types of crazy. I'm hallucinating now. No toxins are in the air. It's clear. I noted. Let's say again, Peter, phenomenal actor. Like all these Rangers are great actors. Even ones on my screen right here, they're great actors too.
Yeah, but this is like real time acting, man.
This is all improvised. This is all improvised.
Exactly, man. That's what makes it more impressive.
Acting is this is really good. So Joe went missing. I know we found out Joe went missing when he was a Time Force officer. So during the mission, he went missing, and in Time Force they didn't do anything to find him. That's how now I'm starting to relate, because Twitch hasn't really gotten back to us about getting our account back. So
I need it, man.
need it, man. We need our Twitch. So yeah, he Joe. We found out Joe was 2 classes ahead of Marv. So he
of course.
He was up there with Jack. And him were in the same group. So Marv forged the badge to fake his way up into Joe's class so he can join the officers and use that to find him within time, like traveling through time and stuff. And then
interesting. The plot thickens.
So, and then Eddie and Vesper, they going off. Yeah.
Oh, let me just pause you for a minute. Like, oh my God, look at all these side stories just adding on to the main story, making it more interesting, man. Just saying.
Oh my God, this show is so good. I don't know how. Like sometimes I feel like 3 hours. Okay, let's trudge through this, and then I'm like, it's already been 3 hours. What? Seriously?
All right, back to the thing. Let's go.
So Eddie and Vesper, they link arms and they're going off to go to. I guess they're going off to find Alpha. And while they're doing that, Eddie sees his old friend Bianca. Bianca.
There's so much going on right now.
So Vesper, she goes off ahead to the command, the center of the ship, to let Eddie catch up with his friend. Then he tries to go along, but then Bianca grabs his hand, because after it's like, oh, it's been so long, Bianca, all that stuff to catch up, and then she started acting a little funny. Then Vesper, she spots that they were holding hands. Ooh, don't want to be doing that now. Oh boy, notifications. Then so after that, so yeah, after Vesper spots them, I'm starting to think, oh, she might be a little jealous. Eddie tells Vesper that it's like Bianca and him were childhood friends and that they were gonna get married.
What?
Eddie. Boy, that boy be macking. We don't even know it. So Vesper, she's not too happy with Eddie right now. And why? Why would you be happy about that? You know, after everything that's happened between them, and this is how Eddie does her? Really? But at the same time, Vesper was a bit smitten with Tommy last episode, so I guess it's fair. I guess it's even. I don't know. I'm not going to touch that. So they met up with Alpha. After that, Bianca's gone. They meet with Alpha. Vesper begins to help Alpha. She's pissed at Eddie.
Oh, hold on. Pause for a bit. Can you see the chat right now? Because it looks like there's someone on the live chat.
Oh, it's Kevin. Let's see if we can get him in on this. It's a good thing you mentioned that. We've been trying to get him in here.
All right.
Let's get him in here. Oh, yeah, that's Kevin. Continuing onwards until Kevin can join us. Yeah, no, Vesper is not too happy with Eddie. They finally meet with Alpha in the center of the ship. She is pissed. And she starts getting that she starts suspecting Alpha might be not Alpha. So she throws him.
Oh.
Throws him out, and Eddie is right in front of her, like, and then like she's so pissed at Eddie. Then she's fixing one spot of the ship, Eddie's fixing another spot of the ship, and then Eddie's out of nowhere in front of her face, like right there, like this is how close she was. And then Eddie's on, like I said, the real Eddie's on his own side of this, but then this fake Eddie is acting mad creepy, acting a little too swaggy for his own good. Then like the actual Eddie is not that swaggy. I'm sorry to Andre the Black Nerd. Nothing against you, bro. It's just like your character ain't got that kind of swag yet. Then all of a sudden, the real Eddie wants to see what's going on. Then the fake Eddie starts turning into Forge, and then just boom, bolts off. But I think if you guys have been paying attention to the background, you already know what we're getting at here.
We need Thunder Megazord power.
Okay, not that part, but you know, monster and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about. So fake Eddie, he was way too smooth. Then I took a little note out of Andre's playbook where he used smooth Donatello. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Smooth fake Eddie. It works. Then the instant kitchen in the short circuiting, and now there are no more burritos.
That's my nightmare.
That's Chloe's nightmare too. So she's next up for the illusion creature, which we find out is Premator. Obviously, I'm just gonna spoil it now, but I call him 8 Pagoda. You'll know why in a minute.
All right.
So she goes into the kitchen. She sees her mom. Her parents are dead. She sees her mom. I know that the episode is heavy in feels.
Can't handle this.
I saw a video describing Hyperforce by fellow Ranger fan Hassan Ahmed. We'll leave a link to that in the description below.
Oh, yeah. His video was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was watching it on my way home today, and I saw that he played a scene from this episode where it had Chloe talking to her mother. So she knows it's an illusion. She knows that it's not real. She knows that it's not really her mom. By this time, also, I forgot to say, Chloe's with not Eddie. She's with Jack and Marv, but she goes off on her own to face this because she knows what this is. And during this time, she cuts off her communicator because she doesn't want them to know her reasoning behind Time Force. She wants to go back in time. She wants to find her parents and whatnot.
Probably get a clue while going back in time, man.
But she's filled with regret. And, she's filled with tons of regret. I'm just rethinking it right now. Oh my God, it was so good. Then she turns. Then she turns back on her communicator after she hugged her mom and she was crying. Oh my god! I'm a just applaud her. Top-notch performance by both Marv and Chloe. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'll clap too, man. Ooh, man.
Since this episode is over, I guess we're gonna replay it to build suspense. So where are we going within this episode?
Let's play the next episode.
No, we got time for that. You'll know why in a minute. So she turns back on her communicator after her mom disappears. She got her closure and accept that her family is gone and that the Rangers are now her new family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if this was all edited right now, we'd be playing a different episode of Power Rangers. You know, we're doing this live. Yeah.
Woo, live. Yeah.
So Marv blasts down the door to the kitchen. They blast down the door to the kitchen. I think the kitchen. And then like Marv and Jack try to shoot this monster. Misses and hits Chloe. Not barely wounded or anything, so it's just like a little scrape, so she's fine.
Okay, that's good.
They all go back to the central control room and meet up. And then Scorpina's back and she shapeshifts. And then Jack, basically, the only reason why this monster, obviously Ape Vigoda, knows about all these things is because of the charts that Jack had on everybody.
Interesting.
And then now it's a break time. That is the first break of the episode. And now, while we break, we're going to add Kevin again.
Add more people. Go. Can we get a Kevin in here? Let's find out.
Make sure we got his right information to add him.
We shall see.
Who knows? But yeah, so now this is the break. And I just forgot what I was going to say to you again. What was I going to say to you for the break, Ryan?
Whoops, I totally don't know.
Yeah, so got a lot of things going on here. Let me make sure. Look back at my notes and we'll wait for Kevin to join.
Mm-hmm.
And
something.
The luxury of doing this all live. This is all types of fun.
You just don't know what will happen.
Wait, time for us. AC's old friend Bianca. But yeah, until I can remember what the hell I was going to explain to you, Ryan, what do you think so far of this episode?
It is just as you explain it. Full of emotion, full of side stories that add to the main story, man. This is what makes the show great. Not only just a linear path, but then those side stories that add into it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I remember one thing. I got to say, if you guys really want to watch this live, go to twitch.tv/hyperrpg.
Once that gets working.
Watch this every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 9. Wait, Kevin technology. Work your technology better, Kevin. 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time is when the show airs. 6 p.m. 9 p.m. Pacific Time, West Coast Time. And then if you guys can't watch it, and if subscribe to their Twitch. If you can't do that and you still want to catch up, you can watch it on YouTube a week later when they release it free. All its glory.
A little longer, but
I mean, it's worth it. It's still worth the watch. It's a great show. I love it. Wait a minute. Now my goal. That's the wrong one.
Can't you just add him like you did me last time?
I'm adding. I don't know what's going on. Send them an invite one more time.
No, not send an invite. Just add him personally.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. This is the press we do it when we do it live, and tell them at a certain time. Do it. Don't they?
You already tried pressing add people?
Yeah, I'm adding him right now. We're doing this live on YouTube. So,
Professionalism.
right?
None of all that stuff. Oh, give me a second. Here we go.
We're using Google Hangouts to stream all this live because best we can do right now. Added Kevin and Mark should be there too, but hopefully they'll get the invite now to join. Until then, go subscribe to Hyper RPG, subscribe to their YouTube channel. Oh, one more thing I want to mention, that they have a Facebook fan page right now that you guys should really check out. The Power Rangers Hyperforce Fan Club, I believe.
Joined it. Love it. It shows how much people actually really like the show, man, and I love seeing the numbers.
That's great. It's great. You can see more artwork. That way, I wish we could display some artwork, but unfortunately, we cannot.
At the moment, we shall fix that eventually.
Nah, who knows? Who knows what happens? So, back to the show. Alpha expects that the Rangers are being a little too fake, so I think Alpha might be a little suspect.
Oh no, not Alpha.
So the Rangers, they start revealing deep, dark secrets towards each other that no one else knows. To
A
make
lot
sure
of stuff, man.
they can keep on their toes, to make sure they're who they say they are. Like how in Yu-Gi-Oh they had little hand things on little markings on their hands, or
Friendship.
when in Naruto during the Chunin exams they had this little phrase to say.
Oh yeah, secret codes, man.
Secret code, or in One Piece where they had the markings on their arms to make sure they know who they are. But I guess I'm marking myself my jungle claw tattoo. But they had a marking on their arms to know who they are, that they're real, not a fake. I'm getting a lot of anime references, but you know what I mean. So, okay. So now, where are we now? So now the real secrets. We find out Cleo is not really much of a klepto that we all thought. She tried to take old Time Force tech and give it to those who need it, like Robin Hood, take from the rich, give to the poor, because they're not using it anyways.
Hmm.
And then just make sure that they're getting there. Like Ryan, how did you received an invite to this, right?
Yep. I don't know. Remember, because I remember I came in late and I managed to get in fine.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll try one more time.
So I don't know why it's not working with Kevin.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Did I? Because didn't you type in my username and that's how it worked last time?
That's how it worked. I really, 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 really wish I can edit all of this, but too much work.
It's a lot of work. We could just put in description. Skip to this part if you want to skip all the
Yeah, trying to.
skip important parts.
I told him, you ready? But, oh well. All right, so he opens up some more, And then Jack tells Marv's secret that got him kicked out of Time Force in the first place, which we already found out.
Yep.
He faked his. He took his brother's badge, forged it on his own to be part of Time Force and higher class, so he can be part of the Time Force police officer, so that he can find his brother. Go on mission to find his brother. So he joined Time Force the same reason to find her family.
Mm-hmm.
And Alpha takes the ship out of the hyperstream. This Alpha ain't real. It ain't really Alpha. Come on, we all know this. So Marv restrains them, and it doesn't hold. And it wasn't Scorpina. It's Perimeter, or who I like to call Ape Vigoda. If you guys can recall, I think it was our top 10 Ranger villains list. In the video, you'll see some clips from this episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it's not exactly this episode. It's actually an episode of a parody of this called Mighty Morphin Ghetto Rangers. I think it's episode 2 or 3. I think it's episode 3, Ape Vigoda, and we used Lord Zed's entrance. But obviously, you see Ape Vigoda right there. What we call him Primitor. He can shapeshift and become anything and anyone. If he knows a lot of deep stuff about you, he's going to turn into the thing you miss, fear, or anything. Basically, he can turn into anything. Example here.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to shoot him out of the ship, and it puts a hole in the ship. Actually, yeah, Alpha goes in like total Iron Man mode. Like opens up this big ass chest cannon, like an arc reactor beam, and then boom, blasts a hole in the ship. So the Rangers jump out of the ship and do, I think it was the 3rd superhero landing in Power Rangers Hyperforce that I actually noted down.
All right.
You could tell these Rangers are pissed. You'll see why here in the background. This 8 monsters, acting all such messed up.
Man, got a little too deep there, man.
Yeah, so they come up with a secret word themselves, like how Naruto and the gang did in the Chunin exams. Their secret word to make sure that they are who they are is to, let's say, beep, boop, beep. Beep, boop, beep. That's a little robot racism right there. God damn it, Vesper.
She's allowed to. She's part robot.
Still robot racism, man. Let's not get back on top of when she thought Alpha was Spanish because he kept saying, ay, ay, ay. Racist. Kidding. Kidding. How it is nowadays. So the Ape Vigoda, his name is Premator, but I call him Ape Vigoda anyways.
Yeah, we all know why.
Yes, the Mighty Morphin Ghetto Rangers is hilarious. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I don't think kids should watch it. But if you grew up on Power Rangers, you know what I'm talking about. Check it out. It's actually still on YouTube.
Surprisingly.
Right? So he uses his lightning attack, and it was effective on the Rangers. Vesper then throws her Cerberus disc, and Ape Vigoda dodged it. Protect the live shot. Our good old friend Angel says, "Yay, Ryan."
Yes, he's here.
So she throws her Cerberus axe. Ape dodged it. Eddie does. He takes out his Hyper Blade Blast and uses a water attack, and it missed.
Goddamn these bad rolls.
I know, right? But it makes you think, how are they doing so bad if the Mighty Morphin Rangers were able to handle it? They didn't have as much stuff as the Hyperforce Rangers do.
Like I said, the dice controls their fate.
I know, right? So then Marv and Chloe use a whirlwind attack, but their patented whirlwind attack, and it finally works.
I know, right?
Holy crap! Finally.
I'm happy to hear that.
And it makes better sense for the story because they went through such an emotional roller coaster this episode. They deserve a win for that.
Like, we'll throw them a bone.
Give them some. So then the Ape starts taunting Chloe, like, "Ha! Your parents are dead. You can't get them back. Ha!"
No. I'll be so pissed.
Ape Vigoda is messed up. Emma, can't really cuss. Did you get
See,
my
this
point?
is the unrated edition, man.
So then she attacks to poke out the ape's eye. So she tries to be all ruthless and stuff. It
I'll try to
didn't.
bring out.
And he headbutts her fingers. Rage Berserker Rush. It worked, but then the monster starts to grow. The monster starts growing as he rushes, and then he attempts to squash the Rangers, a la King Crab or the lobster monster from season 1. Grew and tried to squish the Rangers.
That's kind of funny. He just tries to charge in at the guy. The guy grows like, oh, that's not gonna work anymore.
Yes, I think that's the second time I mentioned another Mighty Morphin Ghetto Rangers episode, which is actually the first episode I just mentioned.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, Gangsta Krizab, yo. Seeing that crab monster come back would be great, just so I can show that episode. But I'm going to move on now. They don't get hit, but the force of that stomp was a little too strong for them to get blown away or knocked back. So then they summon their Zords. They form the Chronos Hyperforce Megazord. And then so actually for this episode, Marv lets Chloe be the heart of the Zord. They can switch who is the actual heart of their Zord. Oh, speaking of monster growing, they need Thunder Zord power now, but we're not on Thunder Zords, we're Hyperforce Zords. So, yeah, so Zord goes up in the air, spirals down to the ape. Guys can't handle air like Chloe can because she can fly. The others don't fly. So they're not doing too well in that. But it hits the ape. He tried to defend, but it failed him, and he grabs the Zord anyway as to evade it. Then the Zord decides to use Chloe's whirlwind attack. Doesn't work now, unfortunately.
no.
But now it's a good thing I'm rewatching this episode of Mighty Morphin. I wonder how in the world were they able to beat him? But the Chronos Hyperforce Megazord couldn't do it. Couldn't do nothing.
Easy. They didn't have dice for predicting their future.
Touche. I'll give you that. So, Ape Pagoda rips off the arms of the Megazord. So they try to kick the ape, but that also didn't work. And then the Zords now they're just separated. This is just all types of crazy. So they have come up with a new plan. Use the Vortex Blaster. Chloe's still in her Zord, so she uses up one more Whirlwind attack. And they try to blast the ape, but it missed. And then ape, stopped all the Zords. And so they come back and reform the Megazord, and then but I think before they can do that, he flung the Zords away, but Chloe's the only one in her Zord while the Rangers were all out of their Zords because they bring out the Vortex Blaster. So then the ape shrinks back down to size, turns into a rock, and then a tree, hiding in plain sight and whatnot.
Interesting.
Seriously, that just happened so fast. How the hell were they able to beat him? Alpha, what did we tell you about messing with them illegal substances, man? Now we know why Alpha says "ay ay ay" all the time. But yeah, so ape shrinks down to size. And then Chloe comes back in the Zord, and she sees the ape constantly changing. Then Marv shoots him, and then ape is a rock and just rolls away. And Eddie walks up to the rocks, to find them. Then he finally has his resolve. I think I skipped something. I hope I didn't. Yeah, no, Eddie, and he goes up to the rocks and he has his resolve because, after messing with him, hurting Vesper and all that stuff, Eddie finally comes in to his own. He blasts all the rocks, tries to scare the ape, and then the ape comes out and turns into Bianca, and then runs into the woods. Surprised Vesper didn't kill her then and there. But now I feel bad for the real Bianca, wherever she is in time, because then now Vesper is going to come in and find her. Might hurt her. So the Rangers go after the ape. They lost him. And Vesper creates a giant banana hologram because, Vesper being a robot can actually create holograms. Yeah. Why are you shaking your head like that, Ryan? I thought you would think that was cool.
No, I'm just saying they're not doing well this episode. Just saying.
Yeah.
Got their Megazord kicked, and then oh my god, then they lost a monster.
Mm-hmm. So, Chipmunk appears trying to get the banana.
Oh, cute little chipmunk wanting a banana.
Mm-hmm. Chipmunk. So, Chipmunk, we all know, is a Pagoda or Primitor.
Oh my god, you can say that entire time.
I like Ape Pagoda better.
Anyways,
the chipmunk tries to get the banana but gets mad because they can't get the banana. There's a chipmunk family, and the Rangers feel bad because they were trying to accuse the chipmunk family of being the ape. But obviously we all know the chipmunk is Ape Pagoda. The ape shoves all the other chipmunks, and Chloe comes back and she's all caught up on what's going on.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Trying to get these guys here. So, Mark decides to give some nuts to the chipmunks because that's the actual food they eat. And then a portal opens. Obviously, one of the monsters, probably the Ape, and who shows up? But the real Scorpion and the Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
They went back to 2000. They nabbed Mark. They grabbed him and took him. Obviously, we all figure out. They went back to 2005 to take Mezagod's Invisiportal technology.
Oh boy.
They didn't want Mezagod. Obviously, they couldn't get Mezagod. They took the next best thing, and this is technology. And Alpha starts to scan for Marv. He's gone. He ain't nowhere to be found. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that the ship, after Alpha blasted a hole in the ship after they got out of the time stream, they landed in a weird, peculiar timeline. So they can't find Marv. The remaining Rangers then head back to the ship. They got to head back over to 3000 just so they can, warn Jen, get some help, get some reinforcements.
Oh, they need it.
Then some galloping horses coming onto their way, and then 3 people are on these horses. They point swords at Eddie. Yeah, they point swords at Eddie because Eddie's like, "Hello, hello, I'm Eddie." And he's like, "Have at thee, sir. Who are you?" Oh. Alpha cloaks himself. Would be perfect if that episode was on it. How Alpha was just laying down. He cloaks himself. I'm like, Jesus, Alpha, what did I tell you about messing with that illegal stuff? Alpha just cloaks. I think Alpha realized, okay, Alpha 5 had problems. If I'm gonna have the same problems, I'm gonna have a cloaking just in case to hide from, people who I owe money to. But in this case, Alpha, he cloaks himself in the ship, and they're in the 6th century. And what we didn't know, what we learned over here, our good old friend here, Paulie Schreier, he actually was the voice for Primitor. I'll do it nice for him. He was the voice of Primitor back in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I did not know that. Or if I did know that, I forgot. But yeah, that was a nice little thing to learn at the end of episode 10. That's it for episode 10. It was a good episode. Been on here for a while. All right, that's the end of episode 10. We're gonna get on episode 11 in a minute. We just gotta try and get the Ramsey brothers.
Try to go full speed.
Trying again. And try and do this now. Get them here. Get through this because episode 11 is a very interesting episode.
Oh boy, gonna have to wait to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Twitch, get back to us, and that I could use it to watch the
Right?
show.
Twitch has to get back to us.
You did try sending a message again already.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I sent a message to Twitch. We
What
need our
happens when you try to sign in? Does it like stop you or something?
nothing. Doesn't work for us. Our Twitch is still down, people, but we're gonna get it back soon. Twitch, if you're watching this, please give our Twitch back.
It's just not allowing you to sign in or something.
I'll explain later after the stream, but
Okay.
we're on episode 11. Hashtag save Marv. But this episode, Marv isn't there, obviously, because he's captured, but also because Peter was off filming a movie or a short series. I'm not entirely sure what he's filming. He's filming with his brother Yoshi and some other people. And
Ooh.
I saw on Twitter someone asked, "Oh, what happened to Peter? Why isn't he on this episode?" I had to help film him. He's filming something. He's been gone about a week. Yeah, roughly a week now, and it's a good indication there. You guys should subscribe to Bethany Struble. Keep up with what's going on, and you also get to see some cool vlogs. You know, he has some pretty chill vlogs. I just watched one like half hour before we started doing this.
Yep.
So yeah, go watch Bethany Struble, subscribe to her channel, tell her that we from Henson Gate sent you. You guys are Power Ranger fan, you'll understand. You guys just like Harry Potter and all this other stuff. Jesus Christ. Either way. Moving on. There's a special guest in this episode, Allie Gonino. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Oh boy.
We're gonna leave a link to her Twitter in the description. So we're in medieval times. We're in Arthurian times. They're in Camelot right now.
Mm-hmm.
The castle. Vesper sits at a chair at the round table. Wait, hey, I'm just getting messages left and right today. I don't know why. People just need to stop. Nah. So yeah, Rangers, they meet Lady Guinevere.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, we're in Arthurian times now, boy. This is good stuff. And then Merlin shows up and he's there with Alpha. So yeah, that's a thing.
Indeed.
He knows that the Rangers are time travelers, obviously. And now they find out that King Arthur is missing.
Oh, god damn it.
Right? And he went off to slay a red dragon, which I think, what's wrong with red dragons, We got a red dragon in this series. What's wrong with that? Red dragons are
signifying something, man. Probably. Red dragon.
What's wrong with the red dragon? Red dragon is awesome. One of the best Megazords ever.
There's something wrong with it. I'm just saying it might be hinting something.
You may be right, or you may be wrong. Who knows? Well, I know. And everyone knows something. Okay, so the knights that got the Rangers last episode are his name Sir Lancelot, Sir Galahad, made me think of Kingsman, and Sir Edward. I saved Sir Edward for last because there's a reason why. So these are the knights of the Round Table. They're not the Mystic Knights of Ternagog, which I honestly thought.
Round Table, man, get the story right.
I thought it was Mystic Knights because they're connected to Saban. Come on, man, Mystic Knights of Ternagog. When can you? This is like the perfect opportunity to get the Mystic Knights crossover, doing crossover with Power Rangers. It's the perfect opportunity. So, anyway, would you guys ever consider getting the Mystic Knights to, I'm just saying, you guys got the story element now, but moving on. The Rangers are going to be accompanied by the Knights to help find King Arthur and, slay the Red Dragon. And we find out that Knight Edward is Sir Edward Banks II.
The second.
And our Eddie on the team is Edward Banks III.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We're getting a call. Let's try this again, guys.
All right, let's do it. Hope for the best.
Hopefully.
Will he earn?
I don't
Hey,
think. Yeah, guys, you're on the wrong camera.
well then call me on the right camera.
We'll try.
Also, we're lagging 20 seconds behind, so I'm not sure if you got this. But two other Knights of the Round Table are Surprise and Circus.
You guys
Call me on the other one.
I call them now, apparently.
Hey, you could have just typed up on the YouTube channel, man, and we would have saw it there in the chat.
I'm just gonna try a different way. Clearly not working out the way it worked for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It worked fine with me, but I don't know what Kevin.
Don't know either. Technology, people. Technology. But so Kevin's pun aside, on table. Uh-oh. They're not pop. Oh. They're trying. Well, obviously, I'm trying to get the guys here, but obviously, it's not working out so well from my end.
Yeah,
We're going to continue on. So, Ryan, you think about this whole Sir Edward Banks II? Like, okay, Ryan. Actually, Ryan, are you familiar with anything from Arthurian times?
Not too well versed in ancient times, but I'll try my best.
Okay.
Probably no zero.
Okay, well, until we get the Ramses on here. Oh, what do you think so far? What are you feeling right now from episode 10?
From episode 10, as I said, not too well for the Rangers, man. Oh boy.
And
But 10, wait, don't you mean 11? We're on 11 right now?
well, we just started episode 11. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Some more robo racism here.
Going on the wrong one, isn't he?
Yes, he is. This is the price we doing it. This is the price we get when we do it live, and
Kevin.
you hear it too, and yet it's not popping up. Odd.
Oh, finally.
Oh, there you guys are. I think you need to learn how to work your camera better there, Kevin.
You should send the link on the chat.
To join. Well, it was so easy for me to join your other call.
Ryan was able to join easy. What happened to you? You missed an entire episode. Should have been here sooner. What happened?
I don't want to get into that.
Like, the funniest thing is you were able to do this so well last time we did this, and now you're having trouble.
Yes.
Look, in the YouTube boards.
It's an on-air thing, so that's why we can.
Next time, come in before we go on air.
Pretty much come time.
What if I want to pull out? Huh? Then what?
What if you want to what?
Pull out.
You gotta keep it clean. Remember, YouTube is changing again. God damn it, man.
Of course it is.
Oh, monetized.
We'll get that. We'll talk about that at the end. For now,
Say like
we're in Arthurian times. No Mystic Knights of Tynagog. Unfortunately, I wish I was on Netflix right now. I'd actually have that on right now. Actually,
that would be really cool. The Knights of Tynagog were like,
if it's on,
that would be amazing.
if it's on right now, we're doing it.
I mean, they have every single goddamn Power Rangers series.
Yeah, Power Rangers, VR Troopers, Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Just type in TIR.
Hold on.
Also, Jared, check the YouTube. We seem to got a few messages in there.
Yeah, it's probably from Angel.
No,
Actually,
it's someone.
Wait.
You checking this? No synagogue.
Oh my god. Put something on, man. We got a show to run.
Put on time for it. The actual episode of Time Force they referenced this episode from, so we can actually play it.
Not happening.
I can remember. Yeah. Perfect. Here we go, people.
I say split between them.
What you playing?
Retsu. Zeros. Here we go. This portion of the videos I actually like doing. Oh, come. All right.
Is this the episode where he gets the battleizer?
Retsugo Kaija. Retsugo.
I'm mad I didn't suggest that myself.
107, 100. They've got a power force, you know. See, this guy knows his stuff on Tokusatsu and Power Rangers. That's why I love 0, 107, 100. I love your stuff, man. Continue on. Arthurian Times. Kevin, what do you know about Arthurian Times? What do you know about Camelot?
Well, in the canon of the Arthurian Times, Guinevere was a hoe.
Oh my god.
Get me clean!
Guinevere wasn't exactly monogamous.
Okay, can we talk something about the knights instead?
Power Rangers, Jesus, Christmas.
Oh, well, they're looking for the Holy Grail.
Good enough.
Yeah, whatever. So they're shown to their rooms.
I'll be back.
Now Ryan's gone. So their rooms are small. They got like little wooden baths and whatnot. Something straight out of Game of Thrones. So it's like that's all I'm going with. So again, Camelot does. Are you seeing Game of Thrones, dude?
Next.
Boy, we're not trying to get copyrighted by HBO. That's what we need. They go off to the dining room after they change. Vesper tries to be a man, calling herself Vespero. That's why Vesper is one of my favorite Black Rangers of all time now, just because of the quirkiness. And the funniest thing is she might be acting like a dude, and yet she's gushing over, Guinevere's hair, her attire, her makeup. It's like, wow, this is amazing.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Chloe starts smelling her hair like that. Like something straight out of the Charlie's Angel movies, where they had the Thin Man. Okay, you guys remember the Charlie's Angels movie? You remember the Thin Man? He would, snatch a piece of your hair and start sniffing you like.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, Chris. Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, so you
were
talking about Kevin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it got weird. And then she starts. Oh. Now what? Then she starts talking to Guinevere about burritos, and she's like, "Oh, you've never heard of burrito?" And she starts explaining it by singing it, what it's about, how it's made. And then I'm just like, "Oh my God, Chloe, are you trying to mess up time?"
She already did several times. No, actually, no, that was Vesper. Never mind.
Right? And while...
So that brings up the question, what would happen if people in Arthurian times got burritos?
It will revolutionize food much faster? I don't know.
They're not made in Arthurian times. They're not made in England, though.
See, that's another thing. Would they be able to make them other than that way? Like, how?
I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go to England and I'll see how they make their burritos. I want a taco.
I want fish and chips.
Taco.
I want a cookie.
Hurry up. I'm hungry, man. Let's do this.
Right. Let's keep doing it. So, while she's like, "You never heard of burrito?" So she's trying to make the world's first burrito now.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
And Vesper starts beatboxing like...
They don't learn that either.
Okay, not the way I'm doing it, but in a bad way of beatboxing.
But they're not supposed to not learn that yet.
They're not supposed to learn that, but yet there it is.
That would be amazing.
We don't need night beatboxing.
Yes,
we don't need boxing eating burritos. What the hell? So then Merlin and Alpha starting getting all chummy and whatnot.
Of course.
Jesus Christ. There's just all types of bad. And Merlin knows something of the powered, the morphin grid. Somewhat version of it. Obviously, Power Rangers has been around a lot longer in this, this continuity.
God, the Knights are Rangers, dude.
I thought.
Yeah, that means that the Knights of Trinidad are Rangers.
It all makes sense now.
That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Mystic Knights, Power Rangers. Why can't that happen for us? Why can't we have that?
We can't have that. Oh, fan fiction.
Dude, I wanted that since I was a kid when I was watching Mystic Knights of Turnanog.
Tiernanog.
I'd watch it.
That is, go to YouTube.
Oh my God, Power Rangers. This would make my childhood hyper RPG. Whatever you need to do, I will send you notes on the Mystic Knights of Turnanog. Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. God. So Chloe starts making a burrito on the time limit. Then Alpha's like, Chloe, what are you doing? You can't do that. Is it gonna be bad for the timeline? And Jack starts talking with Merlin about dragons, because thinking, what if this dragon is actually Marv? It is a red dragon, but I think they just have a problem with red dragons when Red Dragon Thunderzord is the best Megazord ever. I dare you to come at me, and what is a better Megazord than the Red Dragon Thunderzord? I'm talking to you about that one, Kevin.
Serpentera.
It's not a Zord.
Zord, man.
Game, set, match, I win. Let's keep going.
Give me 1 second.
God.
Take him.
Yes. Yeah, we're moving on now. You lose this game, but thanks for playing. We'll play another game next round.
Some point. I'll beat you.
So while Jack is talking to Merlin, Eddie is dancing with Vespero, and they think the Red Dragon might be Marv. And the Red Dragon only appears at night, and now it's nighttime. They're in the dining room and whatnot. The dragon breaks into the castle and starts breathing fire on and starts wrecking stuff. Then Guinevere, she rolled a D6. She rolled a 6. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I think that the D6 die only might be working for Guinevere. But we'll find out later on. She shoots an arrow and it hits the dragon's eye. I'm like, this lady's a badass.
Oh dear.
The dragon falls down from the castle. Everyone goes outside to check on it, and then it just disappeared. So Eddie and Guinevere, like, they seem like they're on the same page. It's like, oh, we gotta, find a way to find this dragon and whatnot. So they decided to search the dark woods, dark forest. Made me think Harry Potter. Eddie's not too happy with that though. He's like, why would you want to go into the dark forest?
Because that's how it always goes.
Adventure.
Eddie's like that one dude, like in a horror movie, like, why would I want to go in a forest? I'm the black guy that most likely will die first. I don't want that to happen today. So they all reconvene inside. The Sparrow comes up with a plan to find the dragon and just kill it. She draws on the paper, like, this is me. This is the dragon. This is me shooting an arrow at the dragon, killing it. Boom.
Boom. No more dragon.
So Eddie starts helping cleaning up the mess, and he starts going over Sir Edward, because that's Eddie Banks the third, Edward Banks the second. He's trying to figure out what's up. So, but we find out that Sir Edward, he's new to the Knights of the Round Table. And we start talking, becoming friends. Like, Eddie goes, "Have you wooed anybody, Sir Edward?" Sir Edward's like, No, I have not. I've been unsuccessful with that. So here's where it's double confirmed, at least from Henshin Gate's standpoint. It is double confirmed that Sir Edward ain't got no swag, and I think the no swag having gene in the Banks family is hereditary.
Well, that's just
really specific.
What?
It seems really specific.
Hey, Sir Edward ain't got no swag. Eddie the Third ain't got no swag. It's okay.
Rude.
They're still good dudes. They'll find their way. Obviously, Sir Edward will woo his woman sooner or later, so that we can have Edward Banks the Third. Moving on now. Jack throws a charcoal from the wreckage between Edward and Eddie to make sure yo, Eddie, don't mess up the time, man. Obviously, Jack is more professional about it though, by saying it. So Guinevere starts. She says she's gonna help train Chloe with her bow because Chloe's like, "Oh, how do you do that? How are you so awesome?" So Guinevere's like, "I'll show you a thing or two." And Eddie suggests to Alpha to use the Morphin Grid to find Marv, like how they use their powers to power up the Dino Gems, power up previous swords, and all that stuff. But we're gonna continue, and I'm gonna ask a question. So Eddie and Vesper, they have a moment together, and Chloe's like they're about to go to bed. Eddie and Vesper, they have their moment. Chloe's eavesdropping. She just goes, "Bleh! You guys disgusting." Then Jack, he's not able to sleep, so he starts following Lancelot, and Lancelot knows that Jack is following him. So he tells Jack about what happened with Arthur and the dragon, and then I thought Lancelot was a little shady mofo, but he's good people. He's cool. So Guinevere, we find out that Lancelot has an orange gem on his armor, and Guinevere has a white gem. Well, I kept thinking Mystic Knights of Ternanog, but it's not. Trust me, I looked too.
There's references, then there's like, we're just teasing you now.
They teased me hard, man. I was looking so hard through the Mystic Knights history because I'm like, I haven't seen the show in so long. And after this stream, I'm going to look for that show. Best believe it. When I find it, I'm going to tweet it out. So y'all like Mystic Knights? Y'all like this episode? Here's where you watch Mystic Knights. All right. Before we continue, 0107-100 notes that the Fire Kaiser from Mighty Ranger could also been the mythical. He's even with the dragon. Okay, I'll give you that one. You know, see, at least he got something. Kevin. Okay, moving on though. So
moving on.
The guy. It's morning. Girls wake up. They all had to roll in order to determine how they woke up.
Oh dear God.
The girls rolled.
I do remember that.
The two girls, Vesper and Chloe, they rolled terribly and they did not sleep well at all. But Eddie and Jack, they rolled good. They got sixes and they just slept wonderfully. So yeah, I found that hilarious when all the guys slept better than the girls. That's funny.
We can sleep anywhere, man. Even on top of rocks.
Don't quote him on.
I mean,
on that.
We sleep on the floor sometimes.
Don't agree with them. We're not quoting. Don't quote them on that.
Quote us on that.
I hate you.
I really is a pizza right now. I'm getting hungry.
We're all hungry. Continuing onwards, though. So the Rangers select their horses to go on this adventure. Sir Edward comes along with them. We find out he has an aqua gem, like an aqua watercolor gem.
Interesting.
Galahad and Lancelot go with Alpha that fixed up the time ship. Guinevere, Edward are going with the Rangers through the dark wood. Again, I thought Harry Potter.
No, now you're getting Harry Potter reference here.
Harry Potter. I just mentioned Harry Potter a minute ago and was trying to talk about Bethany Struble and say, hey, go check out her vlog. She likes Harry Potter. You like Harry Potter? You'll like her stuff.
Speaking of Harry Potter, don't forget we need to download video.
We'll explain that in the end of the video as well. So they're off to the woods. Chloe idolizes Guinevere.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vesper, she still has a lock of Tommy's hair.
That's creepy.
Again, that's why I was talking about the Thin Man. Like, woo!
Well,
yeah. So Guinevere has a guide dragon named Richard. Actually, why is the dragon named Richard?
It has a name.
Why are you asking us? We don't know.
I don't know. Comments down below. Why is there a guy dragon named Richard? Hyper RPG, help us out.
Yeah.
We'll ask that in a minute. We'll ask that later. So a wolf monster snatches. It appears and snatches Richard. Then Guinevere's gem glows, and so she armors up. Like white lightning, poof. So I guess lightning is her element. Dragon there. Well, this is the Time Force episode. The reference for this episode. So she armors up. Sir Edward armors up, and his element is water. So what? They just took Mystic Knights of Ternanog with Arthurian lore and added it with some Avatar. Last Airbender, I mean.
Yeah.
If that's what this is, I want a series of this right now. Be a nice little sister series of Mystic Knights. Hyper RPG, please make this happen next. Hell, I'm gonna send Kevin and Mark, write a story of this and make a series out of it.
Out of what?
Out of this, of the people, Guinevere, Edward, Lancelot, Galahad, of these Mystic Knight like rangers.
Knight of Arthurian of Camelot. That would be interesting.
Write a story about it. Send it to Hyper RPG after that.
First, we gotta take care of that other thing. Then I can start writing those stuff.
We got many ideas we gotta work on right now.
All right, next.
Guinevere shoots her arrow at the wolf and it hit on the neck, and he releases Richard. And the wolf launches at Jack, and Jack launches his back from his horse, and the attack works. And apparently, someone got. I think it was a werewolf, so I think the werewolf changed back. I'm not sure. My the stream started getting laggy for me at that point, so I couldn't really figure out what was going on. But then, well, I think the civilian who was injured. I think the werewolf turned back into a civilian. He heads back on Chloe's horse to the castle, get checked up on. So then Chloe and Vesper start to share a horse, and then the Rangers and Guinevere, they start moving forward with Edward, and then they start bantering about Marv, talking about him, like how he's a great dude, but he's kind of hard-headed, hot-tempered leader and all that stuff. And then these bird creatures start appearing, and Sir Edward hates birds, and they're women-based birds. We all know what they think. Harpies. They're harpies. But when I would think about these harpies, they're different. They're described differently than what I'm thinking about from Yu-Gi-Oh! Shameless plug. Yu-Gi-Oh! Video coming out next week.
I'm not sure if it's a plug if we're doing it to ourselves.
Who cares? Moving on. They attack Edward, and then Eddie starts to jump into his records like, yo, I ain't let you mess up my timeline. Oh, I want to be alive. Boom, starts attacking the harpies. Then Chloe morphs. Then she uses her Hurricane Whirlwind on the harpies. Edward gets swept up in the Hurricane Whirlwind, unfortunately. And he starts falling near the water, and that's where that's the first half of the episode. We don't know. Is Eddie going to live? Is Eddie going to die? Is he going to not be existent anymore? But while we have break time, I've been taking many breaks more than I wanted to, but I wanted to share this again real quick. The Power Rangers Hyperforce fan club page on Facebook. You guys should really join it. You can talk about this episode. You can talk about Power Rangers, what you guys like and whatnot. And yeah, give it a, go on Facebook, give it a like, join the group. You can find us all there. All of us are there. Mark, are you part of the fan club?
Are you part of the fan club? Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
Kevin, Ryan, Mark, I'm part of the fan club. I think Michael's going to be part of the fan club soon enough. I don't know. I'll check that later. But if you guys want to talk to us, talk to other Hyperforce fans, Power Ranger fans, Hyper RPG themselves, join the fan club. We're not sponsored by them. We're just sharing this as fans of this stuff.
Yep.
Maybe.
Moving on. back in the episode, Guinevere starts to shoot her arrow. She has a rope on her arrow. It hits it hits Edward's like his robes, his cape or something, and then to make sure he doesn't fall and die. Eddie rushes down with the rope. Obviously, it slips, and Edward he grabs the rope and tries to pull Edward up, but it slipped and Edward falls. Eddie still exists. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die!" Wait, oh, I'm still here. Cool. And Chloe dives down to the wreck because Edward is falling on a beachfront or something. So Edward is surrounded by beautiful, beautiful women. So Edward's like, "Now it's time to woo these women."
Yeah.
That's how Eddie born. Maybe that's how Eddie is somewhat born. That's how his lineage is made through these beautiful, beautiful women. They start singing to him. I'm like, oh my god, they're sirens. To carry on with the anime references, can anybody remember an anime with a siren? Because the only one I can think of right now is Rosario Vampire.
Drawing blanks next.
What was that, Ryan?
I said next. Drawing blanks.
Yeah, but yeah, they're sirens. So Chloe gets drawn into the singing herself, and Vesper drags Chloe back up the hillside. Eddie uses Vesper's beauty and her singing because he's like, Vesper, come with me. You're beautiful and you sing really well. I'm like, oh, okay. Smooth real Eddie. Sorry, we've been taking a lot of stuff from Andre the Black Nerd. A lot. We can't with it,
then. We're okay with it.
We can't compensate him for his bit because of YouTube problems. We'll explain that at the end of the episode. Moving onwards, they hop in the air and they morph. He's like, Vesper and Eddie and Vesper rangers together. You know the song if you watch Hyperforce. You know what I'm talking about. They morph in the air. They get down to Edward. Eddie drops this medieval beat as Vesper starts singing. So it's like,
yeah.
Obviously, it's the way they do it. I can do it better, but I'm not really sure that they can. Either way, they're trying to invent beatboxing in medieval times. So Eddie is conflicted between, but then Vesper sings, and I think either Eddie or Edward, started getting conflicted about singing between the sirens and Vesper. The others ride down to join Vesper. The sirens might not be as attractive as they were described, unfortunately. It's a fail. So they all join in. They all start singing about a unicorn.
Okay.
That's a thing. In Power Rangers lore, Rangers are singing about unicorns.
Yes.
Okay. I'm okay with this. It works, too. So the sirens become harpies again, and they all start flying off.
Interesting.
Sucks for Edward. He couldn't get his woo on. So Eddie grabs Edward, and then Vesper starts getting smitten. I think Vesper was getting smitten by Edward. I don't know. That's a little bad. Like, oh, why are you going to get all smitten with my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather? It's messed up, man. It's not cool. Like, how would you guys feel if your girl started getting smitten with your grandparents from the past?
Something I hope I never encounter.
I'd feel a type of way about that. So they reach the grassy field, and it's where Arthur had went missing. They continue onward to the village as they continue onward, they see that the village that they're in is charred. Dragon wrecked stuff. He wrecked shop bad. So then Jack and Eddie dismount off their horses, and they send their horses back to the castle because they don't want anything bad to happen to those horses. And Chloe and Vesper, they hide their horses. And it goes dark. That's when the dragon will appear. They search the cave. They reach up to the dragon's cave, and they search around for the dragon. The dragon, they reach the cave, and they see the dragon. It comes out and burns the field. And we find out the dragon can talk. Where have I seen talking dragons before? Besides Dragon Tales.
Pretty sure there's plenty of stories of magical talking dragons.
Pyre from New Signature Turnock didn't talk, did he? I'm not sure. Probably didn't.
Who knows? Who knows? Keep moving. Keep moving. So Jack, Chloe, and Lady Guinevere go on to the cave and search it more, search around, see if they can find King Arthur, Marv.
Oh, hold on, I'll be better. No, just keep going. I'll be here.
So Eddie and Vesper, they're outside with the dragon. Vesper wants to talk to the dragon and trying to reason with him. Eddie stays right behind. He stays with her and stays behind her. Like, yeah. You know, how Eddie does. It doesn't work. Talking didn't work for them. And then the dragon's about to breathe flames. But then Eddie readies his he gets his hyper blade blaster ready to blast some water, and the dragon shoots fire. Eddie shoots water. It hits, and some of the fireballs comes still down. Yeah, the water hits the dragon in the mouth, so it hurts the dragon. But then Eddie still gets hit by a few flames. That sucks. And then Vesper attacks, but not very effective. The others, they spot while the others are in the cave, they spot a campsite with royal boots, a tent. So in the cave, they start calling out, Arthur, Arthur. And then they think, what if Marv is here? Marv? No one's there. No one answer. And Edward was hiding the entire time. So and then he charges at the dragon, to show his bravery and whatnot. Dragon launched some fire at Edward and he got hit. Eddie's not too pleased with that because he might not exist, but he starts fighting back. And then Dragon's on the ropes after all that. And then the others join in on it. Guinevere just shoots another arrow. Jack morphs. He attacks, but he missed. Then Chloe attempts to strike at the dragon, and it actually hits. Chloe got a hit this time. Eddie and Chloe used some teamwork against the dragon. Edward is okay. He's alive, people. Good stuff. And Eddie and Edward, they join forces and team up, two blue water rangers and whatnot. They start attacking the dragon, and Guinevere aims her bow and arrow. She's shot, and it missed, sadly. And the dragon attempts to attack her, but is all congested. You got water in you, man. You can't really breathe.
Keep breathing water.
Then the dragon explodes in flames and whatnot. And then the dragon becomes human, and is actually King Arthur, not Marv. He's not here, people. So the flames have been put out, I think. Again, my stream was lagging at this point. But Eddie, with Vesper's help, heals King Arthur because he still had a wound in his eye from Guinevere's bow shooting him in the eye.
Oh.
King is healed.
Yeah.
And the entire time I'm thinking of King Arthur, I'm thinking of that episode from Fairly Odd Parents where they actually got transported to Camelot. And you see this little kid, Artie, become Arthur. He can fight! With long hair flowing.
I can fight.
Exactly.
And then when he was knocked out, it was like, going on with that. He was like, I can breathe. I can fight.
Yeah, that's basically. I think that's what happened to King Arthur. He was able to breathe and see, but then the dragon, defeated him, and he became the dragon. Double confirmed here. Fairly Odd Parents is connected to Power Rangers.
Anyway, next.
This is like that. It's like 5 degrees of bacon.
Okay, keep moving on. King is healed. The king is healed. He can see. He can breathe. He can fight. Moving onwards, the team asks for help to find. Marv. So Guinevere brings out this pink gem and gives it to Chloe. Alpha reaches them. Obviously, it's too late now. The Arthurian people have seen all their technology. Alpha chimes in. Ship is fixed. So they say their goodbyes. Eddie, he's like, yep. Oh, he's like, before we go, King Arthur, Edward here. He's a brave knight, true, loyal through and through. You can help him out wooing the ladies too. He's talking up King Arthur. He's talking up Edward to King Arthur. And I had a note right here again. Lady Guinevere in this episode is a total badass. She is just shoot first, ask questions never. She is like Carter Grayson, which ironically enough in this episode of Time Force where Wes has his knight armor. Carter Grayson. Perfect example. Shoot first, ask questions never. Or if you must, I guess, make sure that they're injured before you ask questions.
Hurt them.
So the Rangers, they teleport back to the ship. Chloe uses the pink gem to power. She uses the contact gen in the future and try to help Marv. And that is it. That is the end of episode 11.
Yay!
I'm gonna leave a link in the description where you guys can follow Allie, Gonino. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but there's gonna be a link to her Twitter in the description. What do you guys think of episode 11?
Medieval.
I like how they had like the Arthurian legend become
right.
like introduced into this.
I like Arthurian lore. I like
And it's how
those.
it also has a subtle hint of back in the 90s when they had the Knights of Tyrannog.
Yeah,
I guess.
I like that. I like that too.
You know what I like?
Please explain. What do you like?
Just say it, Kev. Well, honestly, it's hard to say. I mean, I like the idea of the whole Arthur thing. And Merlin bringing up that the energy of the morphing grid is similar to how his magic works together.
So maybe
But,
they might get an upgrade.
Basically, yeah.
That's a theory that the Rangers might get an upgrade and Marv just gets a battleizer.
Probably.
That'd be really cool.
They all get night modes now.
Cool. That's a theory. I'm looking at the comments right now before we have to go. 107 100 again. Race into another time. Chronomorphers are online. This dude knows his Sentai, his Power Rangers. He knows his stuff. And speaking of our Sentai and Power Ranger stuff, we got in some comments about. Actually, guys, did you know that Kamen Rider Forze was on TV Japan before Kamen Rider Wizard?
No, I didn't. No, well, common sense, yeah.
Hey.
Only had subtitles.
And now 107 100. Yeah, he's now he's referencing Kamen Rider Gaim. I love that. I love that a lot. Yeah, and in our that was a nice little thing I found out today, and then I also found out some people actually want Q Ranger to be the next Power Ranger season, Ryan.
I agree with these people.
So we're actually going to now amp up the bet a little bit more because of another YouTuber, Timothy De La Ghetto.
Oh, please do tell. It'll be more funny.
So along with the spicy ramen challenge that we're retaking, putting in the flashbang hot sauce, we're also going to be taking the one chip challenge.
Explain.
Yes, please do explain.
Basically, it's just one chip that is super hot and spicy.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
He he took it and it was making him sweat and stuff.
I do that all the time.
Well, basically what we're going to do for this bet, whoever wins does not have to take the challenge. Whoever loses has to not only eat the spicy ramen with a drop of flashbang hot sauce that might already have to kill them, but they're also going to be taking the one chip challenge. So you are going to die.
People, don't do what they're doing. These two are extremists. No common sense person would do this. But it's so extreme. They are. Who does this?
Ryan, do you agree to these terms?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's official.
Because
Not official. Whoever wins, Q Oger or Q Ranger.
I'm confident in what I'm gonna be doing.
You know what? You know what? I hope you're both wrong, and it's like Tokuger or something.
If we're both wrong,
If you're both wrong, you both have to take it.
that is fair enough. That is fair enough.
Surprised we're both wrong.
If we're both wrong, I'm gonna cry.
Both wrong. I'm gonna die laughing.
And we're gonna discuss either gonna do it live. Actually, that's the other thing. We're probably gonna whenever we find out whatever series is next, we're going to
We need to go on Facebook for this thing.
we're gonna go live and we're gonna submit into our challenge and whatnot. Mix each different spice into another ultimate spicy food. Oh my god. 0107-100 is trying to kill us.
Well,
yeah, we're crazy, but not that crazy.
Hey, you guys have gone crazy before. Why not do this crazy?
No. Flashbang is already deadly enough.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's an update to the bet. But now there's a problem with YouTube as well. I want to discuss that we have to have a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of a certain amount of hours to have videos viewed to become monetized.
Okay, so like I was doing research on that, and it's not how many like videos you have. It's just like if you have a 1 minute video, it's just that like 4,000 people have to see that 1 minute video. So it needs to be concurrent, like completely 4,000 hours. So
yeah, it has to be 4,000 hours of video watched. We already hit our threshold of the original concept, but
no,
not a program. So that's okay. I'm not worried about monetization just yet because we're still just doing. We do these for fun, so we enjoy doing this. But obviously, YouTube is still screwing us around. But it is what it is right now.
We're not saying that's a bad thing. We're just saying
we're gonna continue doing what we do. We're gonna make videos. We're gonna keep doing live streams. Toku Showdown is still a thing that's gonna happen. We're working on it. Working hard on it. Different rewrites and whatnot. Different moves and combinations have to go in what we're doing. We're doing it. We're still going to be doing Hyperforce stuff because we love Hyperforce. And speaking of Hyperforce, go subscribe to Hyper RPG. If you guys want to know what happened to Peter, subscribe to Bethany Struble. You like Power Rangers. You like Stardust Valley or Stardew Valley. I'm not sure what the game's called. You like that game? Go subscribe to her channel. You like Harry Potter? Subscribe to her channel. Shameless plug for Bethany Struble just because she's an awesome person and you'll like her vlogs. That's what I'll say. Join the Hyperforce fan page on Facebook. Anything, tell them that we sent you. Subscribe to Hyper RPG. Subscribe to our channel. Watch Hyperforce every week if you can, in any way, shape, or form you can, either be on Twitch or on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episodes of 10 and 11. I'm looking forward to episode 12. I mean, I'm guessing you three are also intrigued with what's going to happen next, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually curious how they're going to find Marv. Again, hashtag save Marv. Yeah. I can't wait. I enjoyed this. Hope you guys enjoy Hyperforce. I hope you guys enjoy these Hyperforce discussions we're doing. We're trying to really get better at it as we go along. As you've clearly seen that we're struggling a bit, but we're going to get there. So until then, give this video a like, share it around. Yeah, I'm so tired right now. Give the video a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon to be notified whenever we post a video or go live. But yeah, really doing all that would really help us immensely on the channel. Go give our social medias a follow. Follow Hyper RPG. Follow Bethany Struble. Give Queen, Our Lady Guinevere, a follow. Her link's gonna be in the description when this is up. And yeah, and the best part, if you guys follow our social, we're actually very responding. You'll hear from me. You'll hear from Ryan. You'll hear from Kevin or Mark or Michael. Yuki, she's a bit busy at the moment, but you'll hear from her too, obviously. So that until then, you guys have any other final thoughts, guys? Like Gary Springer, any final thoughts?
No, I got
Until
nothing.
next time.
All right, well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. We'll be back with another live stream of possibly either GTA or Kamen Rider sometime next week. Be on the lookout for our Yu-Gi-Oh video coming out sometime next week as well. And we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bye.